Hello.
Hi.
Welcome. It's Wednesday, and you know what that means. It is the Bead Place's weekly live party. Woo, woo,
Ooh, ooh.
woo. If you're new here, I'm Abby,
I'm Becky.
and we are a part of the Bead Place. We are an online retailer and wholesaler, and we also have a brick and mortar store in the St. Louis area. And each month we curate a special fun pack of goodies that meet a theme. And this month's theme is Summer Sunset. So I'm going to drop a link in the chat to let you guys know how you can check out our subscription. It is a 35 approximate dollar value, but it's always like, I don't know, anywhere from like $40 to $50 worth of stuff
like
in
to put
reality
goodies in
because
it.
we pack it full of stuff.
Lots of goodies.
Yeah, so I'm gonna drop the link in chat, and then while I'm doing that, um, Becky is going to tell you. What are you gonna tell them?
The alphabet.
I was gonna say
I don't know.
where you can find us and what we do.
Oh yeah, we're at beadplace.net.
Yeah.
And what do? We do all kinds of things. We play with beads and yarn. No, we have the bead extravaganza coming up this weekend. Abby is one of the presenters for the bead extravaganza. It's a handful of well-known beading artists showing off their skills and their talents, and with a specially designed project to do. And
Yeah,
she has a really fun one planned this time.
you guys might get a sneak peek tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
So not only do we stream Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Central, but we also have a new thing where we are starting to hang out Thursdays at noon Central.
For about 45 minutes before we open.
Yeah, just a quick casual chat. So we're going to be taking a look at some Magatamas tomorrow.
Yeah.
Some new Magatama colors.
Pretty colors.
And we also might have a sneak peek of Bead extravaganza kits that are going to be launching soon.
Yep.
Hey, Coral.
Hi, Coral.
Hi, Belinda. Hello. Where's everybody watching from? Before we get started, if you guys wouldn't mind just taking a minute to like this video if you are watching on YouTube, heart this video if you're watching on Facebook, and share it with all of your friends if you would like. We would appreciate it. Really goes a long way in telling the computers that rule the world that our content is valuable.
Yeah. It tells the technology that we're cool.
Yeah.
So
if you think we're cool,
if you like us.
All right, so let's unpack. You ready to unpack?
Okay. Yeah,
okay.
Let's do it.
All right, so let us know in chat if you can hear us okay. Let us know if you can see okay. Becky has a beautiful kind of almost coordinating manicure with what we're doing tonight.
Kinda.
Yeah. So our theme this month is Summer Sunset. And you guys, to those of you that are already subscribers, you might have noticed that we packaged things a little bit differently this time. And that is because we wanted to have some fun with mixed media in your jewelry, incorporating textiles and like recycled, refashioned kind of just
fabric
things.
So it's usually a little pouch or a makeup bag. This time it's wrapped in a scarf.
Yeah, well, not only one scarf.
Is there two?
There's two.
Oh.
And we've got ideas for, well, I've got ideas, and I'm sure Becky has a million ideas once she actually opens it.
I'll find some ideas. Rosalinda says she's got her pack, haven't opened it. Well, we're going to ruin the surprise for you, Rosalinda.
Open it along with us, yeah. Hey, Sue. Oh, Coral says the hospital just got done with my second total knee replacement surgery. Oh my goodness, wow. Coral.
Well, I hope it went well.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in while you're in recovery.
Yeah.
So, as Becky was saying, typically we package our monthly fun packs in like a cute little corresponding theme or corresponding to the theme reusable pouch. But this time we packaged it in two refashioned scarves. So these are what's called dead stock, which is just kind of like a fancy, trendy way of saying these scarves have never been in circulation. They are they've never been used, I guess. So it is They are a really fun pattern that matches our theme. And when I saw them, I knew that if there was enough to fill our monthly fun pack subscriptions, that we just had to do it because the colors are perfect for our summer sunset
Look how pretty that is.
theme. So
all the fun patterns.
Becky is unwrapping that, and once we get to the goodies inside, the little bead burrito.
It's a bead burrito, not bean. Don't eat the beads.
My dad and I both wrapped these, so if this one's wrapped messily, I'm gonna blame
No,
it.
it's wrapped very well, very very compact.
There's 2 full-size scarves, and we will show you how to use a full scarf without cutting into your jewelry, and then we'll also show you ideas for cutting up the scarves to incorporate into your jewelry.
I'm guessing the scarves are about 4.5 to 5 feet long and about 8 inches wide. I love them.
Yeah, such a pretty fabric. All right, so let's dig in.
What do we got?
So in the first package, we have a variety of antique gold plated pewter rings. And these are super, super fun. They're hand finished, which gives you a little bit of variety and texture. They're antiqued. They're just really neat. And it's a nice kind of like bold gold. It's not that soft, light gold that is real trendy right now. It's that classic bold gold.
Sorry about my nails today.
I think they look great.
Yeah, I usually do them on Mondays or Tuesdays, but didn't happen this week.
So we used the space in the middle in this pack to add more of those gorgeous hot pink pearls, the glass pearls that you guys have been loving. So we've used these pearls in monthly fun packs before and in kits before, and everybody always shows us pictures of designs where you've used them, and they're just kind of perfect for a lot of different themes. So also in the pack we have modern crystal. So these are gorgeous.
These are chunky,
like shimmer coated.
Yeah.
Faceted crystal beads.
Sparkle, sparkle.
And then the blue ones are vintage glass. They're vintage hand faceted nuggets. And they're really, really nice fancy beads. Nice. So we figured
they are drilled this way.
Yes.
The holes are there.
We did our best to match pairs for you guys. Yeah. But just know they won't be an exact match because they're all hand faceted.
And this one is drilled like this.
Yes.
Yeah. Those are fun. So those would be good earrings.
Big chunks of color.
I have ideas for those.
Yes. So in this pack, you have a variety of findings, and then you have a variety of smaller beads. So you've got a beautiful, beautiful bold gold toggle. And then you have some earring findings, and then you have a variety of littler beads. So you've got some beautiful mixes of modern check glass drook. You have some modern crystal, some other check glass pieces. Yeah. Yep, some fire polish beads. Nice. Most of the beads in this mix are around 4 millimeters, but you also have some 6 millimeter beads in there as well. And so we matched the colors almost perfectly. Like the color matches are so perfect.
Yeah, check that out.
On. And I'm really, really excited to see how you guys are going to be able to utilize these scarves into your designs. We love seeing your creative, just like interpretations of the pieces that are included in the monthly fun packs. And so if you have not yet shared pictures of your creations to our Facebook group, here's your signal to do it, because we absolutely love seeing your creations.
Seed bead, size 6.
Yeah, we picked some kind of just like softer versions of those same tones that are in the pattern on the fabric.
Yeah.
And they match quite well also.
These are fun.
Oh, yeah. The candy bag. So we included a bunch of gorgeous high-end mystic coated agate beads in all different colors and sizes.
I like the blue one. Check that out.
Yeah, once again, these colors are perfect matches for the fabric, and we're just so stoked about these combinations. It all just kind of fell in line, and it's perfect. How many times am I going to say perfect tonight?
18.
Hey, cool, Carrie.
Hey, Carrie.
All right, so in this bag, we have some more fun, unique pieces. We have some check glass leaves that match the patterns on the fabric. And then we also have some coin beads that the pattern, in that same bold gold color as well. And the pattern on these bold coins, we matched to the pattern on the fabric as well. So, Becky, I'm not sure if it would be easy for you to kind of show a comparison. How about I help?
Oh, it's in frame. No,
I just mean like these specific spots.
Oh, okay.
So like you can see we've got these patterns here that are the same as the leaf, and we've got these same spiral patterns repeated here, and then like that ellipse shape. Where is it? Kind of here. So it's just, I don't know. I thought it was pretty cool how it all came together. And then the last pack that we have included in your kit is
some wire
to play with.
I'm guessing 26 gauge.
Probably.
Let me take it out.
Small enough to go through some of the smaller beads,
Yeah.
so probably 26 gauge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
24, 26, yeah. So there is a goldy color, and there is the almost navy, but prettier than navy.
Yeah, so
like
we've
thunderstorm.
got like an orange bronze color, and then that beautiful dark blue from the fabric.
Yeah.
So, Becky, what do you want to do first? Do we want to talk about the different ways that you can cut your fabric, or what do you have in your mind? What's brewing in Becky's brain?
I've got some ideas. Why don't you talk about the fabric while I gather my ideas and maybe some more supplies?
Sure, totally. So I just want to take a second to highlight Carrie's color. Hey, this monthly fun pack is so awesome. Unexpected material with beads that complement all the colors. Really happy with it. Thanks so much, Carrie. We appreciate you saying that. And since you have just said that, I want to take this moment to say if you are not yet a subscriber and you fall in love with this pack, we did have a couple of extras from this month. So I went ahead and made a listing for them on our website. There are only a few left, so I am linking that in chat. If you have not yet gotten this pack, or if you did get this pack and you are wanting extra supplies from it, or more scarves, we did go ahead and list the few extras that we had on the website. If you are wanting to subscribe to the monthly packs to save $5, I'm linking that next. So if you subscribe, you save $5 a month on those packs. So while Becky is gathering supplies, I just kind of want to take this second to show you guys something that I am not an expert at, but I kind of figured out. And it's basically that the best way to cut straight lines in fabric like this is with something called a rotary cutter. So they sell rotary cutters at most craft shops. You can also buy them at like fabric shops. If you plan on cutting fabric a lot, you probably want to get a nice one. But they even sell like really cheap ones at Dollar Tree. I don't know how sharp they are. No guarantees that they work or anything. But I got mine at one of our local craft stores. And a lot of rotary cutters have a section or an option where you can do soft or hard or thick or thin. And that's just like how much you're cutting through essentially. But what I have done just to kind of get a visual for you guys is I have started an earring with some strips of this fabric. So I took, where's my sample? Where did it go? Sorry guys, one sec. So I took my scarves and I'm going to bring it back just a little bit. So buckle your seatbelts. So I took my fabric and I folded it up over on itself like this. And then I took the rotary cutter and I made sure I have a cutting surface underneath. And I cut in half and then in half and then in half. And you can, of course, vary the size of your strips. But what I did with mine, and I got all this is all from just one scarf. And I have some extra material over here as well. But what I did was I took some of the strips, or actually just one of the strips, and I cut it into short strips like this. And where's the one that matches? There it is. Yep. I picked through all my little rings in my kit, and I grabbed the two that were the closest match. And what I'm going to do here is I'm taking these little strips and I'm twisting them right in the middle. And I'm going to do a lark's head knot. So I'm putting the twisted spot through my hoop, and I am putting the tails through that center here. And it looks like that. So you can, of course, trim them down if you want. I like them long and floofy, and I like the frayed look. But if you prefer something a little bit more refined, you can make these strips smaller, and you can pull all the little frayed bits off. It's totally up to you. But you can see that I am just bringing those tail ends through and creating tassels almost. And you can leave the ends all different lengths. You can go in and adjust them so that they're a little bit more uniform, but you can totally create whatever you want with these little strips. So another idea that I had using these little strips beyond these earring blanks was that I thought it would be really cool to use the same idea and create a tassel. So you could take your wire that came in the kit and fold a bunch of these fabric bits over your wire and then just lash the wire around the top. I thought that would be pretty neat. But I just wanted to share with you guys that twisting it in the middle like this makes it a lot easier for you to get a more succinct and clean look for that knot. Succinct. So you can see here, or I hope you can see here, that we have varied or done every other for the direction of the knots. I just like the look of that. I think it adds a little bit more texture to it. But if you would want to have all of your knots facing the same direction, that is fine too. Or if you don't know what I'm talking about and you're like, what? It looks fine. They look great. They're not in different directions, then that's fine too. Not everything has to be.
I think I would like them different ways because you never know how it's going to be hanging from your ear.
Yeah.
You're never going to see just the front or just the back.
Definitely. So with this particular earring design in mind, we did go ahead and include earring findings for you guys to be able to just turn this into a quick pair of earrings, but also consider that this is just a frame for you to be able to add whatever you want to it. Like, isn't this gorgeous?
That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, isn't that cool? Or even that is perfect. Just all of these beads match the fabric. So no matter what you put together, it's going to be beautiful. And if these earrings are a little bit too much for your personal style, you can, of course, just take some of the fabric and just knot around or even just spiral around. So you can still utilize the fabric and the hoops without even having to create a long statement earring. So crochet would be really cool. Like you could take a crochet hook and just crochet. I'm just doing this quickly just to give you a visual. But you could just crochet or spiral this around the hoop and put a bead in the middle. And then well, let me get this out of the way. So there's a space for you to see. But isn't that cute with just like a bead right in the middle of that? Like that's darling. So there's so many different ways that you guys can utilize this fabric. I did want to show you that if you do take 3 strips of the same size or same width of this, and use the full length of your scarf and just braid it, you can get this awesome, super long strap that you can utilize as a long necklace cord. My idea with this was that I thought it would be great as a wrap bracelet. You can cut it into sections, but isn't this gorgeous? And it's that super cool, like bandana, shabby chic look that's so hot right now, where you're mixing glam, you're mixing kind of like boho, frayed edges.
It would be a really cute purse strap for like a knitted or crocheted purse.
Totally.
That's what I would do with it.
And so this toggle here is a pretty big statement piece. And we did that intentionally because I love the bold color, but also the bold size that kind of mimics the boldness of the pattern on the scarf. So you could easily turn this into a wrap bracelet just by using a jump ring or tying this on in some way. And then what was the other idea that I wanted to show you guys?
Tie it to your head like a headband.
Totally. That would be fun. So speaking of crochet, my other idea was that you can take this and you can do like a ply with it. And Becky would probably be better at explaining this, but I'm just going to demonstrate it simply while I have it here.
You're going to finger crochet it?
No, I'm going to show them plying it.
Oh.
So I'm twisting this. And I'm only going to do a short section, but just know you can do the entire thing. So I'm twisting this. And then when you bring it back on itself, it does this really cool thing. And it creates this spiral like that. So this spiral, because it has that back twist in it, it's going to stay spiraled. And so you can create a really cool texture that will almost kind of poof up and look really neat. And so wouldn't that be awesome just as a bracelet with maybe like one charm hanging from it?
Cute.
I just think that that's super sweet.
And you have a built-in loop if you want to put a button on it.
Yes, totally. Or you could even use one of these coin beads as a button. Oh, what a great idea. All right, so I'm going to pull these out of the way just for a second, and then I will leave you to it. Feel free to use, we have extra scarves for us to demonstrate with tonight. They're there, or you can use these. Do you want a bead mat? Oh, I didn't plug the phone in.
Oh, yeah.
Grab the cord.
This cord, yeah. Yeah, problem is none of this was rehearsed. We just have a lot of ideas.
Yeah. So I'm going to set up.
I don't think it's plugged in all the way. There, I'm trying not to get an earthquake too much.
You want me to do it?
Yeah.
I think it's going in the wrong spot.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. All better now. Sorry
Awesome.
for the earthquake, guys.
Yes, bead mat, please.
Totally. Does this one look okay?
Sure.
Cool.
Okay, let's see. I have some tools. I found some stuff. I'm going to do something kind of like what Abby was saying with some earrings. I just pierced my ears like last week. My ears were pierced when I was little, but I haven't worn earrings like years. They had like half holes through them, so I just popped earrings through them. And so now I'm earring crazy, so we're going to make some earrings. Let's see. Actually, I'm just going to take these. I'm just going to take this one over here.
Cool. I should have thought of that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. Cool. Yeah, these are adorable.
Hi, Mel. Where are you watching from that it's morning? It is 7:26 Central here. Thanks, Belinda.
I guess in Australia.
Yeah,
If it's morning there, I'm guessing Australia.
that makes sense.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm not great at time zones.
I'm probably way off. Yeah. Okie dokie. I'm going to make some earrings. I'm thinking that I'm going to use some of this wire to go around the hoops. And you're not straight. My phone's going off. I put it on silent. Anyway, I'm going to use some of this wire, I think, to put some of these smaller beads and wire them around the hoop. And I'm going to dangle like one of these from the center, I think. So we'll see. I don't know. I'm going to start with around the outside, and then we'll figure out what looks good on the inside.
Very cool.
Okay. Are you gonna make something too, Abby?
Well, I'm setting up to show them a couple ideas for using these as scarf necklaces.
Cool. Okay, so I'm gonna get this wire, the blue wire. I normally don't like navy. This is prettier than navy though. It's like thunderstorm color.
So while Becky's getting that set up, I just want to take a quick minute to show you that we included 2 of these scarves for a reason for you guys. The first one being, oh, what's going on here? That's weird. We can't see the whole thing. Bum, bum, bum. Sorry, guys. New comments. Okay, so you can actually utilize the scarf as a necklace on its own and without having to permanently affix anything. So we included a handful of these links in here because they easily slide over the necklace, or I'm sorry, the scarf. And so, do you guys remember like the belts that would utilize the 2 rings? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I need one of those for the new pants I just bought.
Yeah, so you can do that as well. Yeah. But there's lots of different ways that you can just like hang a pendant from the middle of this and then cut up the other scarf to have matching jewelry.
Okay. So all I did was I cut off about a little over a foot of this wire. And I spiraled it around. Yeah, you can't see the whole monitor.
Oh, I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, I'm sorry if I'm not in frame, guys. And can't see my whole screen. I just wrapped it around the hoop twice. I'm gonna go around 3 times just because. There we go. And then let's see. What do you think, Abby? Should I use these seed beads or should I use these funky ones over here?
Sparklies.
Yeah, sparkle, sparkle.
It is 10:26 a.m. in Australia.
Did I guess right?
Yeah.
Yay! I have a lot of friends in different countries, so I'm starting to get pretty good at time zones. The other day, my friend that lives in Amsterdam texted me at what was 1 a.m. my time. I'm like, what are you doing? And she woke up really early in the morning. There we go. I feel like I did this project before for you guys. I don't know. Wrapping around something. Anyway.
You did.
So 1, 2.
You did a couple of wraps last month, but it was
3.
different.
It was different?
You
Okay,
were wrapping
good.
around wood and you were doing little clusters.
Okay. So I'm just going to do a bead and then 3 wraps. And I'm using my fingernail just to kind of get the wraps close to each other. And that's that. And then we'll do a blue one. Oh, I do remember that. Yeah, on the
Yeah, pop.
Yes, on the earrings that were the wood cutouts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, it was a little different. There we go. So yeah, I'm just making it as tight as I can so that those beads don't go anywhere, so they sit where I want them to sit. So 1, 2, 3. Just making it really tight. And again, I'm just going to move that down with my fingernail. I think put 5 on it. So this will be the center bead. So let's do a center bead that's a little bit bigger. About one of these. Yeah. I'm all about mixed match earrings, but I think these might actually almost match tonight. We'll see. So yeah, I'm just holding it where I want it with my fingers there. And then the other hand, I'm tightly wrapping the wire around so it stays where I want it to stay. 2, 3.
So I don't know if you guys have seen bandana necklaces or not, or like handkerchief necklaces, but they're super cool. And they almost blend scarves with necklaces. It's just basically you're using your handkerchief or bandana as the chain, and you can either like cut it or not. I've seen them both ways, and I've worn them both ways. But the idea is that you either roll up or kind of crumple up your bandana and add knots and charms to it or beads and combine it with chain. And I just thought that was kind of the inspiration for utilizing these scarves with the rings, because this is a little bit bigger than the bandana style necklaces. Of course, depending on how you do it and whether or not you cut it. Um, but the big rings are so fun because they effortlessly slide over the scarf without having to cut anything. So, um, Becky, when you get to a stopping point or a pause point, I would love to just kind of show what I'm talking about.
Just a second. So so I cut off too much wire, but I really didn't know what I was doing when I went into it. So, more is better if you're not sure. I have about, 7 inches left over. So I'm just going to cut that really close. And just kind of use my finger to kind of smooth it down so it's not sticky uppy. And that's what we have so far. Pink, blue, red, blue, pink.
Very cute.
There we go. Okay.
So my idea about like knotting and the kind of like handkerchief or bandana style necklaces is where you can utilize the whole entire scarf and just tie these exaggerated knots that incorporate the loops, and then you can either add beads onto these loops or wire them directly onto the knots, or just even wear this as is. And how funky and cute is that?
I could see that with a summer sundress.
Totally, yeah. And then, or it's so cute with like a leather or jean jacket.
Oh, yeah.
And just like a basic tank.
And these
underneath.
colors are totally summer colors, but I can see it in the fall too.
Yeah, it's definitely transitional. So you can just tie it in the back if you want. But I love the big chunky toggle because, like, how perfect is that? And then just like a little flare of the extra. You can cut the extra off, but I love just like that little fan.
Would you sew the toggle to it?
I would probably just use some wire and lash it.
Oh, yeah,
or
yeah.
attach a jump ring to a bigger link and knot it through the bigger link.
Yeah. Okay, crowd participation. What are we thinking? I'm going to hang a bead from the center. Should we do the champagne color or should we do the blue color?
Let us know in chat.
Let's see in chat. The champagne color or the blue color. And it doesn't matter if you spell champagne wrong because I can't spell it either.
You can put tan.
Yeah.
It's just 3 letters.
Yeah, tan or blue. Tan or blue. I could go either way on this. I'll let you guys decide. Blue would look lovely. Champagne. Blue.
Wouldn't this be cute with a jean jacket?
It matches the outfit you're wearing right now, too.
You guys, okay. While you guys are voting, I just want to switch to face cam real quick just because I want to show you. I haven't adjusted these knots or anything, but isn't that cute?
And it matches what she's wearing.
And just imagine some of those big chunky beads just hanging off of these. Oh, how cute.
Did you wear that, say, because it would match your
No, I'm just feeling those color vibes.
Matches perfectly.
Looks like everybody's into blue.
Okay.
Sue says champagne, but
looks
everybody
like
else
winning.
says blue.
Okay, let's do blue. Okay.
So you do champagne and post it in our Facebook group.
Yeah. So I could either use a head pin to dangle this, or I could wire it. Since I used a wire on the bottom, I think I'm going to try to wire the bead in there instead of just using a head pin.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Let's do it.
Yeah. Let's see what happens. Okay, so I'm just put the wire through this bead, and I'm going to bring it up, and I'm going to crisscross it and twist it like you would a bread tie a couple times.
So who in chat is like a quilter or a sewer? How many of you have used one of those rotary cutters before? Because that was my first time.
Oh, that's cute. Okay.
Have you, Becky?
Not in years. No.
Okay.
I've been sewed since my 20-year-old was a baby. I made a lot of her baby clothes.
And you used a rotary cutter like that instead of fabric scissors?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Sometimes, yeah. Not all the time. Um, let's see. I don't know if I just want to hang this or if I want to. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna. Oh, I know what I'll do. I know what I'll do. Okay, so I put the wire through here and brought it to the top and twist it like a bread tie 2 3 times. And now what I'm gonna do, I'm going to put it like this around the hoop. Twist it again. Then I'm gonna take the wire, bring this one back this way a few times. Wrap it around a few times. And then this one, the other way. Just make sure you get it real tight so it doesn't go anywhere.
Belinda says they are wonderful, especially if you have the whole system, steel rulers and the grids and the mat. Yeah, I have a cutting mat at home, and I thought that it was here in our metalsmithing studio. So I ended up actually having to grab one of those like cheap kitchen cutting board mats from Dollar Tree, and it works perfectly as long as you don't press down too hard.
Yeah.
While
Cool.
Becky's wiring that, I just kind of want to show you guys real quick. There's lots of different ways to do this, but you can kind of interlink 2 of these loops to create a adjustable clasp system, kind of like what we used to do with the belts. So this would be a way to not permanently but securely close off your scarf necklaces. You could even dangle a bead from these. But there's just lots of ways to kind of intersperse these loops in permanent or non-permanent ways to create accessories with this.
Accessories.
Yeah.
Deb
says, I made one quilt and it's hanging on my wall as I will most likely never make another.
So the 2 wires that were up the top, I folded one over the other to secure it. And I'm going to cut it off. And then the other end of the tail, I just used the round nose pliers here and just made a coil. You saw me just making that coil. Going to tighten up the coil a little bit. And that is what I'm going to use as my bail for my earring finding.
Awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, if it doesn't fit right, you can always turn this a different way. So let's see. She's taking my beads. Don't eat it. Don't eat the beads.
I won't.
Okay. Me and Abby went out for Thai food tonight. It was really good.
So good. We went to Tom Thune. I know a couple of you in chat are local. I love Tom Thune.
They give you so much food.
To those of you in chat that have tried traditional Thai food, what is your favorite Thai food dish?
I got the chicken fried rice and a couple crab rangoon. I shouldn't have got the crab rangoon, but you know.
He asked, and it would have been rude to turn him down.
Yeah.
Can you hand me that little fabric scrap? That triangle one? Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So live and learn. If I were to do this again, I would make the coil from the bead to the earring a little tighter. But for making this on the fly, I think it's pretty cool. So we got the blue one hanging down there, and then there's some at the bottom, and wrapped around, made my own little bail at the top there. There's a bunch of ways you could do it. This is just how I did it, kind of just on the fly here.
Love it.
Yeah.
So cute.
So that's cool.
So you could also even further kind of doll that up by adding like a tie to the top of it. So you could take some of your scarf scraps and tie a bow in the spot above.
Is that what you're doing?
No.
Oh, you're doing something else.
Use this almost like a headband. I don't know if it's
Yeah.
gonna work.
Yeah, I could. Yeah. That wire that's not so perfect right here. Oh, there you go. I could put this around here, then tie that off somehow. How cute is that?
I'm borrowing this wire for a sec.
That's
I don't
fun.
ask, I just do.
Yeah, that's okay. We're sharing supplies. Okay. What else? What else? Should I do a bracelet?
That would be cute.
Yeah.
Can I just show them real quick my idea here? So I've got this braided piece that I did yesterday, and what I'm gonna try and do is just like add this in at the bottom, and that is a simple, gorgeous long necklace. So you need a little bit of weight down here at the bottom. So you could certainly add tassel fabric or whatever you want, or even beaded tassel using some of these beads. But I think I'm gonna just see if this is heavy enough just to add on here as it is, and I'll report back.
Report back. Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna make a bracelet on some soft flex wire. I am using the medium soft flex wire. I wish I could see my whole monitor.
I know, I'm sorry, I don't know why.
That's okay. It's being silly today.
I'm afraid to touch it.
That's medium soft flex wire. And we have that listed on beadplace.net. And this is a bead stopper. It's like just pinch the little ears right here and boop. And you put your wire in there and your stuff doesn't fall off.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing. So I'm usually into a little of this and a little of that. So let's start the middle and kind of work out. I'm just gonna do. I like mismatched, but with like organized chaos, so it doesn't just look like I threw a bunch of stuff together. Let's work out. I'm gonna put this one. Hear that? The phone's ringing.
Ignore that.
I think this is going to be my focal. Yeah, there we go. That'll be my focal. And then from there, we'll go like that. Yeah.
Cute.
That'll be my focal. And then after that, I'll do some more around the back. Cool. Okay, so let's do that. Yeah, so what did everybody have for dinner? We had Thai food.
I had pineapple curry.
Yeah, I'm not into the spicy things.
And I very much am.
Yeah, you had to get more opposites. But yeah, I'll have at least 2 or 3 more meals out of that. They give you a ton of food.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
And I ate all of mine.
Yeah. I went on a date with my husband today. We went to a local pub and they had burgers and it was really good. And I told the lady behind the bar, it's our first date. She said, "Oh, really?" I said, "No, we've been married like 24 years. The husband says, "First date in 5 years." Well, I don't know if it's been that long, but yeah. But yeah, when you are married that long, yeah. It's hard to get out and go on dates, but I think it's important. Let's see. Okay. So I'm working out from the middle. So I'm going to do a couple on that side and a couple on this side.
To those of you in chat that are married or are in a long-term relationship, how long have you been with your partner? That's always a fun question.
Yeah. Yeah, this November it'll be 24 years of marriage, but I met him in February of that same year. So I've known him for over 24 years, and I was 24 when I met him. So I think right now we're at the point where I've known him more of my life than I have not known him. That's wild.
Weird.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something just to wrap your brain around. Like, what?
Yeah. Here it says, I thought about sewing on the design, same color beads on one side of the scarf and having the beads come off the end and a bead fringe plus bead a hoop to tie it. Oh, that would be so cute. Carrie, when you do that, post a picture in our Facebook group. We would love to see that.
Sounds cute. Yeah, I love seeing what people do with our stuff.
Sue says 42 years of marriage. Wow.
Wow.
Oh, Belinda says 43 years.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I was at a 4th of July party and there was a older couple there and they said they'd been married for, they say, almost 60 years. I think almost 60 years. And I asked them, you ever get sick of looking at each other? And they said, yeah. the wife says, that's when I go out to play bingo with my friends. Or the husband said, yeah, that's when I go down to Home Depot to walk around. Okay. Okay. That's fair enough. Yep.
Mel says 34 years.
Wow.
Carrie says, I will. I love the print on the scarf. I know it's gorgeous. I was so, so, so glad whenever I was counting the like bulk stock of it, because a lot of times the quantities are not the same from like pack to pack. And so when I actually went in and counted it, I was like, yes. Because not only was there enough, but there was enough to do my original idea, which was give you one to keep and wear if you want to coordinate with your jewelry. And then, of course, that's just like a cute wrapping because it was the exact colors that I wanted to do.
Yeah.
But then one to cut up and play with. Because I know a lot of times, like, we're afraid to mess up.
Yeah.
So we don't ever make that first cut.
It's too pretty to cut it up.
Yeah, but when you have another one, it kind of gives you that.
It gives you permission to do it.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah. Yeah. So, my dad loves dad jokes, and he loves just like talking to people. And his current joke that he tells every single person that he talks to. So I've heard it about 1 million times now. He'll like pull the waiter aside and say, "Are you married?" And they're like, no. He's like, "Well, my wife and I just celebrated 50 years being married last whatever. And I was talking to a friend of mine at work back where I used to work, and he said that he and his wife had been married a long time, and everybody always asked him, what's the secret to such a long marriage? And he said, the trick is that you just have to be nice to your wife. I do my best to keep her happy. Like, for example, on our 25th wedding anniversary, I took my wife to Greece. And everyone was like, "Oh yeah, that's awesome! What a great present!"
Did you leave her there?
And on the 50th anniversary, I'm gonna go pick her up.
That's awesome.
People don't quite understand that, like, my dad is telling a long form joke. At first,
they're just going along with it.
This old guy who talks too much. And if any of you that have ever talked to my dad, you'll know that he is a talker. And he is like me, where it's like sometimes he starts a sentence and all of a sudden he's like halfway across the highway in another state before he even like realizes the point that he was making was not what he he talks, he's a multi-directional talker. And so that is just the perfect joke for him, because it's like eventually it circles back.
I know your dad, so I think that's how I guessed the punchline, because I know your dad. Yeah. So there's the bracelet. I haven't put the clasp on yet. Yeah, I have to size it and put a clasp on, but there you go.
Gorgeous.
I like making a focal that just isn't symmetrical or expected. It's just,
I love it. And let's look at it on one of the scarves just to kind of see the texture. Ooh, let's show the pretty blue part of the scarf. Yeah. Gorgeous. It's so perfect. I just want to take a minute to just kind of recognize how wonderful our staff did in what a wonderful job they did in pairing these beads. I just think that it's so cool.
That is a perfect match.
Yeah, totally. Carrie says, just me. That is the OMO on my name, on my own. Happy with 2 fur babies. And Carrie says, loving the bracelet. And Mel says, that looks lovely.
Thanks.
I agree.
Yeah. So I don't know if I'm going to do a clasp right now because I would have to size it and that's boring for you guys to watch. But what else should I make? How are we doing on time, Abby?
We are almost an hour in, so
Okay.
we're doing okay.
Okay. How about a stretchy bracelet, or what should I do? What do you guys want to see?
You want more earrings, bracelets? I just kind of want to show this real quick.
I know I'll do. I know.
So what I would do if I had access to it without having to walk across the store, I would grab 2 jump rings, and I would do a jump ring here and a jump ring here, and I would hook them both through one of the plies of this.
Oh.
That way my pendant would be centered. But an off-center pendant's cool too.
I like your little jumble
Oh, thanks.
ring down there. Yeah.
It's like on my little bird's
Jumble.
nest veil.
Yeah.
I stole your wire.
That's okay. I'm gonna use the blue one.
Okay.
So I'm gonna make, what did we call this? A jumble bead? A bumble bead?
A jumble bead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll link the tutorial.
Yeah. Will you rip me off a rough piece of fabric?
Like a bigger than this? Would
maybe.
this work?
Maybe 6 inches long of that, but I want it to be frayed on the edges.
I don't know that it rips because it's.
Oh.
I don't know. It frays. Do you want me to cut it and then I pick fray out? Let's show them cutting it.
Yeah.
So let me scooch this out of the way and put a bead stopper on it, and then if you could slide your mat back and pull the cutting mat out from underneath it, we can just kind of demonstrate cutting. And what I would do if I were you is fold a couple bits of this so that they can see, like fold it over on itself maybe a couple times. Yes.
Like that?
Yeah. And then maybe like cut down the middle so that.
Sure. You
want me to do it?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know what you're telling me to do.
Okay. I'm sorry.
You do.
All right. So my thought was, when I was first kind of talking about how I cut these strips, you would fold the fabric over so that it's like halved, and then fold it in half again and fold it in half again. And then that way you're able to cut these like uniform strips out. Now, of course, because we have a strip already, we're not going to have that same effect. But I'm going to flip my rotary cutter here to like multiple layers. And of course, having the weights and things like that and like a real cutter would be good. And always cut away from yourself. That was a tip that Becca shared with me. But like,
as you cut towards yourself.
Oh yeah, my bad. And that's why it didn't work well either. I was like, I'm afraid to cut through the Dollar Tree thing.
Yeah, cutting mat.
Yeah. But in theory, it works well. But if you go over it a few times, like I just did, maybe you get those cool ruffled edges.
Yeah.
Is that good enough, or do you want like a bigger piece?
Well,
because we've got extra scarves that didn't pass the test that we can cut up. So
yeah, I think I maybe want longer.
Okay, here you go.
Okay, so I have an idea. Let's see if this works. So I would like a nice piece from like this section right here.
Good luck with those fabric scissors.
I know these scissors aren't the best.
Do you want me to get real scissors? See, it's like it's tough fabric, so it doesn't.
Maybe it'll rip the other way. We'll see.
Okay.
I have a plan. Yeah, these scissors are not bueno.
No bueno.
There we go.
Those, I think, got pulled out of a donation box for some reason, because I think we were like, ooh, fabric scissors, but I don't think that they needed to be pulled out. Ooh, what a satisfying noise you just made.
Okay, and then will it rip this way also? Sometimes fabric rips really well, and sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah. This is such a tight weave. Oh, did I have it on lock? I think I locked it, so it might not have cut.
There we go. That's what I was wanting. Just rip it up, guys. Just destroy it. Okay.
I'm going to share the Jumble bead tutorial. I don't know if you're still going in that direction or not.
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
I am. Yes. Okay, but I need like half of this. So yeah, just roughly. There we go.
Hey, it's working.
And I like it ripped better than cut because look at that. It's so fun.
Yeah, because it rips right down that line and you have all those cool frayed edges.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
That's what I like. I think I'm going to even do thinner though. Just so it's not so bulky. And I stayed away from the edges. I don't want that hemmed in. I want it raw on both ends.
Yeah, and I just cut that extra text off. These were leftovers from like a charity.
There we go.
Like breast cancer, like fundraiser charity event from Ford. So they have that text on there. And I just cut mine off.
So I'm just kind of loosely, randomly twisting it just so it's not going every which way, but it's still, look how raw it looks.
That's
just
so fun.
Little frizzies. Okay, so this. And yeah, and ripping that was so satisfying.
Yeah, such a good noise.
It's not too often that you have permission to destroy something.
Yeah.
Love it.
I just also shared in the chat, guys, the link to our scrappy cuff tutorial, which is another fun one for scrap fabric.
Is that coming up soon?
Yeah, the end of this month.
Yeah.
I'll grab the samples to show you.
So the last Saturday of each month here at our shop, we have a free workshop. The instructions are free. And we make a different project every time. And it's always beginner free. It's all beginner friendly. And it's always something different. Okay, so I cut off about 18 inches of wire. And I am going to just randomly put some beads on here. Just random whatever. It's been a while since I've watched the Jumble bead tutorial, but this is how I do them. So we'll see how close it is to the tutorial. I am just randomly putting on whatever beads. It doesn't matter if there's two the same one in a row because they're not going to be, yeah. Describe a jumble bead so people know where I'm going with this.
It's a jumble of beads and wire.
Imagine that.
This is a scrappy cuff. So I linked that in chat. We also have kits for these if you just want to make them just like this. And then, as Becky was saying, we've got the workshop in the store coming up at the end of the month.
Yeah.
And there's hotels right across the street.
At least 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah. They do exist.
Yeah, they do.
They're also sometimes called tornado beads or hurricane beads, but we call them jumble beads.
Oh, yeah.
Or I call them jumble beads.
Because they're jumbled up. Yeah.
You start with beads on. I don't. I start with a core of just wire.
Huh.
And then I add beads on the top layer so that there's no beads hidden on the inside.
Huh. Okay, well, that's interesting.
I typically use heavier gauge wire, so it would hide where yours maybe won't.
Yeah. Yeah, mine isn't going to be so much a perfect bead either. It's going to be just a jumble. And then if there's nowhere to put your wire or whatever through it, you can always make a bail. But yeah, these are fun. If you just have a couple leftover beads here and there and you just want something different, you can do a focal bead or you can do 2 little ones, make like a earrings. But yeah, and you can mix it up and put little charms in there and just different findings. And sometimes I get little gears and stuff from my husband's garage. Oh, don't tell him that. There you go.
I don't have a jumble bead handy, but this is a jumble bead kit that I have handy. So that's what mine look like.
Yeah. So I'm just putting whatever on here. Oh, and we'll do a gold one too. Why not? Okay. So I've got, I don't know, maybe 4 inches of beads. 3-4 inches of beads. Whatever. Okay, so I'm going to give it some slack and right about there. Just tie it together so your beads don't go anywhere. I'm gonna hold this with this and just do that. Like literally do that.
Oh.
Yeah. And then just take your tails. And then you just take your tails and wrap it around. Make sure everything's secured. And then, where are my scissors? I need some better scissors.
I can get you scissors from the front here.
Yeah. Did you see how I just jumbled it up?
Yeah, that's really a jumble.
Yeah. Yeah. There's no rhyme or reason to it. And then you just take your tails and see how I'm like going over, securing this. And then I'll do more after we cut these off. We're going to cut these off. But maybe I want a piece of that blue right there. So I'll wrap that around there. And then there we go, secure it. There we go. And you can always add more wire to it too.
If you're watching and you're like, oh, how do I get that? What is she making? We are making some really fun pieces to hopefully give you guys some inspiration using our monthly fun pack that we just shipped out not too long ago. Actually, since 4th of July, we're probably about a week behind on that, right? Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, we shipped it out 2 weeks ago. And then, yeah, anyway.
So I'm taking the tail and just hiding it somewhere in here. And then I don't like how it's not too secure yet. It's not too solid yet. So I'm going to hide this tail. And then I'm going to add just a little bit more wire to it just so it's secure and like doesn't go anywhere. Put that in there. And there's no right or wrong. It's a scribble.
So this is our monthly fun pack. This is the summer sunset theme that we just mailed out not too long ago. If you are not a subscriber and you are bummed because you missed this one, and if you subscribe now, you'll be starting with the Lisa Frank inspired one.
Lisa Frank? What?
Frank.
I'm excited about that.
Don't worry, we have a few left over of this current month. So we put a couple of them in our website for you to snag if you want them. I just linked that in chat. And then if you want to subscribe monthly to these fun inspiration packs, you save $5 a month. And I'm going to link that in chat right now.
So see how that little piece is just sticking off there and it's not going anywhere. So I'm going to put my wire through here. And just tack it down so it's not going all crazy. And then bring my wire around the back, bring it, I don't know, around this part. And then here's another little corner that's hanging off. I'm just going to put this through here. I want it to lay that way. So there's that. And you can like make it like long and skinny like this, or you can make it short and fat. Whatever you want to do. This one wants to be kind of a diamond shaped. So we're going to make this one diamond shaped.
Cute.
And yeah, I'm just wrapping around this a couple times. You don't have to. You just, whenever you think it's done, it's done. And this one just happened to make a bail right there for me. Or you can add some more wire or a jump ring to make it a bail. So I'm just going to go around this a couple times and cut it short and then just tuck my tail in somewhere.
Carrie says this technique would be great to add to a barrette or an alligator clip.
Ooh, you're right.
Totally.
You're right. Yeah. So, so there's a little loopy at the end. I could have tucked that in or not. There's a little loopy up here, and each one is different. You can just do a different shape. And if you don't like it, guess what? Take it out and do it again.
Yeah.
But see the fabric in there? It just kind of adds to the funky.
It does add to the funky.
Yeah.
I love it.
So yeah, that'd be a good pendant, or if it's a little bit smaller, you could do earrings. Unless you're really adventurous, you could wear this as a big earring. But yeah, so there's a hole. Hope you guys can see right there, or there's a hole right there that you could hang it from, or you could fold it down, wire it together even more, you know, make it like that, and put a bail on somewhere else. You can always put a bail like through here, like a jump ring or whatever. And you can secure these down, or you can just leave them the way they are. But yeah, I kind of like it when it was out like this, like a diamond shape. But yeah, no two are alike, because I mean, you saw me, I just crumbled it up. So there's that. So that's fun. And if you really want to get crazy with it, you could like hang something from it like that. That'd be fun.
So another idea that I want to show you guys, Becky, would you mind being a model for a second?
Sure.
Can you put the scarf on in a traditional way so the loop is in front and the tails are coming around the side?
Like
no,
this?
the other way, sorry. No, I'll do it. I'll dress you. Okay.
Yeah, what are we doing?
Switch back to here. We're going to dress Becky for a second.
What are we doing?
So we're going to do a scarf like this. And of course, you can tuck these tails under. You can have them come out like this. However, I'm not going to choke you, I promise. But so we have, like, imagine you have like a large pendant. You can utilize the rings to use as a bail. Oh, let me face that way a little bit more. So you can utilize these just by attaching a jump ring. Oh, here. Let me get a little closer.
Hi.
Okay, so like that. And so you can wear this in like a traditional kind of scarf way, but add a pendant to it in quite an easy way. And then you're, of course, not having to cut up your scarf to do that.
And if your hair is a mess, you could just, you can do your hair.
Cute. Yeah. And then wear your matching earrings with it.
Just like that.
Beautiful.
Ta-da! Anyway.
Yeah, so there's a million ways that you can get creative with the scarves and implementing fabric and different mediums into your jewelry making. We just kind of wanted to use this opportunity where we had like that perfect color combo to help you guys maybe try and think out of the box a little bit when it comes to the materials that you can implement into your designs. So I hope that you guys had fun with this. Becky, do you have any other fun ideas to share with them?
No, I think we're good.
I think that I flung all of my ideas at you guys. And then Becky did a wonderful job of demonstrating her ideas. So before we go, I just want to say not only will we see you tomorrow,
Noon Central,
for a look at Magatamas and a sneak peek of Bead Extravaganza.
It's a cool one.
Yeah. By the way, Bead Extravaganza is coming up July 19th, 20th, and 21st. But I also just want to give you guys a really quick sneak peek.
Get ready.
I'm not going to open it.
Get ready.
But if you have not subscribed to our monthly fun packs,
check that out.
Get ready, because next month is Lisa Frank inspired. So if you are a fan of rainbow, alien, peace signs, fun,
animal print,
fluorescent color, animal print, any of that awesome stuff from the 90s and early 2000s, this one's for you. So we also have some fun new materials premiering in this mix that we are super excited about.
Yeah. Super cool stuff.
I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it's stretchy and patterned.
Yes.
And like just
fabulous.
Incredible. Yeah. Like the possibilities are just limitless.
And we're all going to dress up like Lisa Frank colors, and it'll be fun. It's a party.
Lisa Frank alien, or Lassa Frank.
Lassa Frank, the alien.
Lassa Frank alien inflated.
And I know Abby's daughter's looking forward to it too.
Yeah, she made us a Lisa Frank
name tags.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm a unicorn and I think she's a kitty cat.
Mine's an alien.
Yours the alien?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she made my mom a sea turtle. My mom's not going to be here, but I was impressed that she made her a
sea turtle. Yeah.
So this is your mission. If you go to our Facebook group and post either a picture that you find on the internet or just a GIF or whatever of your favorite Lisa Frank imagery or Lisa Frank style imagery. If you post that with no context in our Facebook group, you will be entered to win a Lisa Frank Lisa Frank extra bonus with your monthly fun pack or with any purchase.
Yeah.
Like if we're shipping something to you and you're the winner, we'll ship it to you.
We'll throw in a surprise.
Yep, we'll throw in a on theme surprise.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks so much, everybody. This was super fun. If you haven't yet, please remember to give this video. Oh wait, let me go back to us. Please remember to give this video a thumbs up if you're watching on YouTube, heart it if you're watching on Facebook, and share it with all of your friends. It really helps us out. Mm-hmm. We'll see you tomorrow at noon Central, and we hope you have a great day. Bye. Bye.